talk about is salvation, right? Is salvation only for the Jewish people? Okay. Um, no. Okay. A lot of our ancestors, we're all mixed. Okay, we're all mixed. Especially the blacks that have been enslaved. Okay, the blacks that are here. So my question is salvation only for the Jews? Okay. And I was just having this conversation with a friend of mine, and I was like, I gotta talk about this, okay? Because I go deep, okay? I go deep, you guys, okay? Now, it's interesting that two books that we know of today is the Kabbalah and the Torah, okay? And if I have Jewish people on here, I welcome you here in my space, 1111. This is a conversation we need to have, okay? Because we have been lied to, okay? And the reason why I say this is, and it's crazy because there's a group out of New York, they call themselves the Israelites, right? So we have the Israelites, we have the Hasidic Jews, we have the Jews, right? I have Jewish friends, okay, and Jewish people on my page. I welcome you here for this conversation, for this topic, okay? It's interesting because when I read scripture, right? Oh my goodness. When I read scripture and I read the cards, it's interesting because when I started reading tarot cards, you guys, it took me straight to the Kabbalah and straight to Torah. Okay, the Torah is on the tarot cards. The high priestess is holding the Torah. Okay, so in the book of the Torah and the book of the Kabbalah, I suggest anybody out here get the Torah and Kabbalah um, in the Bible. Okay, now we learn a lot. Um, I just ordered. I put the on my wish list the Kabbalah in English and the Torah in English. Okay, so what's interesting is salvation only for the Jews? Okay, is salvation only for the Israelites? Is salvation only for the Hebrewites? Okay, no, salvation is for all. Okay, salvation is for all. Um, Salvation is a free gift. It's given to us, and it's given to us, and who will receive it? Okay, you have to receive salvation. Okay, so just because you are Jewish does not, just because you're not Jewish does not mean that you will not get salvation. Okay, just because you're the tribe of the Israelites, the tribe of Judah, not Judah, I'm sorry, the tribe of the Israelites, and I just forgot that fast. See, I tell you. So what I'm trying to say here, you guys, I'm gonna read something, okay? Because he is the head, not the tail. He is the light, so full light, and he also shines so bright that no man has seen except for the pure. Now look at the greater light, the sun. You'll cry tears of joy without glass. Now try to look at the Father of the Son. Now he walked amongst the sun. His feet are burned brass. Harmless doves spoke. Above the wise snakes in the grass, majestic, not magical spiritual path, not on a social path. Okay? Salvation is for all of us. Okay? It's not just for a specific race. So if people are out here spreading this word of salvation, okay, salvation is for all of us, okay? And if you're Jewish on here, please chime in here. But it was so interesting is none of us are a pure race, okay? Because we have been mixed so many times, okay, through generation to generation to generation. When they brought us on the boats, our ancestors, they had sex with us, they had children, so we are all mixed in some kind of way. There's no purity, there's no pure race, okay? Like the white racist people want to make you believe. Okay, the Aryan race. They call it the Aryan race. And these people that are dressed up in these purple costumes, okay, telling themselves that they're true Israelites. And the Hasidic Jews, I'm talking to you too. Okay, you guys are walking around here like you're holier than thou himself. Salvation is for all of us. If you want salvation, salvation is yours. Okay, salvation is yours. Now, I remember when I used to go to my spiritual journey, you guys. I've been to many churches, okay, and I've seen a lot, okay, heard a lot. And to me, I don't look at my spiritual journey and define my spiritual journey under no umbrella of religion, okay? My spiritual journey is with the divine source, okay? The divine source himself or herself, okay? Now, in the book of Revelations 1:14 through 15, okay, it talks about what this Yeshua looked like, right? It's interesting though, okay? It says, in contrast, the description of Yeshua, his feet were like fire. His feet were like fire. Okay? His head was like brass. Okay? His hair was like wool white as snow in the book of Revelations. Okay? 1:14 to verse 15. Now, this is meant to convey a symbolic meaning rather than a physical appearance. See, people think that when you read this scripture, that it is a physical appearance. It's not symbolic, okay? It's a symbolic meaning rather than a physical appearance, okay? Now, it's interesting that the fairy feet may represent judgment. When he's talking about his feet, okay, he's talking about the fairy feet of fire, okay, may represent judgment and purification, while the brass head could symbolize strength and power. I'm going to repeat this. It's actually the description of Yeshua's feet were like fire. Okay, his feet were like fire. The brass head. Okay, the brass head. And his hair wool white as snow, depicted in the book of Revelations. It's meant to convey a symbolic meaning rather than a physical appearance. The fiery feet represents judgment and purification. Okay. The brass head, okay, represents strength and power. Okay. The white woolly hair, okay, represents purity and wisdom. While the fiery eyes suggest spiritual insight and discernment. Okay? It's not the physical, it's the symbolic. Okay? And I will share this, okay? Because I did write this down. I will share this, screenshot this with you guys, okay? Now, it's interesting that people, if you look at it, his hair was white, right? And I look at this in a symbolic way more than a physical, right? And it also could be symbolic for sinfulness, okay, or holiness as a spirit from the heavenly kingdoms, okay. I will screenshot this. Also, we have to seek the wisdom, you guys, okay? A lot of us out here are not seeking the wisdom, okay? Seek it. Seek and ye shall find, okay? You have to seek the wisdom and you will find the wisdom, okay? So this is what I was getting. It's more symbolic than physical, and salvation is for all of us, okay? Salvation is ours, okay? And if we look up salvation, and I will screenshot what I wrote down, because I have to talk about this, because this is very powerful. There's so much scripture on this, but what's really interesting is the seeds of wisdom. Okay, the seeds of wisdom that you get when you seek. That's why he wrote, "Seek and ye shall find." Okay, he wants us to seek the. They pick. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. You guys, they keep doing this. They did this with the John F. Kennedy. Okay, guys, they keep doing this. They did this with the John F. Kennedy. Okay, but I'm gonna get this out. So, I'm going to show you what I wrote down. Okay, symbolic, conveying a symbolic meaning. But let's talk about it. It's more symbolic than the feet were like the brass head could be symbolizing the health, okay? Represents judgment and purification, okay? The fiery feet. Represents judgment. Okay, the brass head symbolizes strength and power to the Christ conscience, to Yeshua himself. Now, the white woolly hair represents purity and wisdom. Because when you look at white woolly hair, that's wisdom and purity. Purity, right? And the eyes were fiery, suggests insight, spiritual insight, and true discernment. Okay, you guys, comment below. Salvation is all of ours to have. Salvation is ours. And he said, "Seek and ye shall find." Seek the knowledge, the true knowledge, and you will find the true answers. All right, you guys. Jennifer, Felix, light and love. Light and love, my beautiful souls. I will show you what I wrote down, and you guys just tell me your opinion and your thoughts. This is what I'm getting. It's not a physical, it's more symbolic. Okay? All right, love and light. Love and light, my beautiful souls. Oh, salvation is all of ours. Salvation is all of ours. Okay? Salvation is for everybody. Okay? So I'm going to change the title of this video to salvation is ours. Okay? Salvations are ours, so claim it. Okay? That's what I'm going to put the title. Salvation is ours, and we need to claim it. Okay? All right, you guys. Love and light. Love and light, my beautiful souls.